Hi everybody and welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you 10 hidden accessibility features that make your Xiaomi 15T or 15 Pro easier to use. So, at first we can begin with TalkBack. And at first to enable the TalkBack we have to go to settings and here scroll down till we see the additional settings over here. Now tap on the accessibility and here tap on the vision over here. The first thing that pops up is TalkBack. Let's tap TalkBack and here we can tap use TalkBack. As you can see, this service will perform these actions. Full control is appropriate for apps that help you with accessibility needs, but not for most applications. If you enter control screen, it can read all content on the screen and display content over other apps, and view and perform actions. It can track your interactions with an app or hardware sensor that interact with application on your behalf. Tap Allow. And here, as you can see, welcome to TalkBack. Page 1 of 6, we can tap Next, Next. Here, as you can see, we have Finish. And it works like that. Drag your finger to explore. You can also focus on an item by dragging your finger across the screen. This now by touching the screen and dragging the bottom left corner until you see Find the next button. As you can see, it works like this. To go next, you have to double tap. You can scroll up or down using two fingers. And next. Add one finger to assistant gestures. Next. Adjust the volume, etc. You can just go through that, and now your Xiaomi 15T will be easier to use. You can double tap Finish and tap Finish, and here we can tap Allow. We can disable TalkBack by tapping double tap on TalkBack and turn off double tap it too. Now our TalkBack is disabled, and apart from TalkBack we have a couple of options here. For example, magnification. Let's go back to the accessibility and vision. If we are here, we can search in display settings magnification. If we tap here, we have the screen magnification. You can zoom into our screen to see what's here if we do have some vision disabilities. So here, as you can see, we can tap on the Magnification Shortcut, and this is the shortcut. We can select this accessibility button, and now if you go exit here, exit from settings to the main screen, we can tap it, and now if we zoom in with our fingers, we can see the details of our screen. We can, as you can see, move around with two fingers and check what's here. To unzoom, we have to just unzoom like a normal photo. To disable, we have to click here again. And wait a moment, this is the second tip from me to you. The third tip is that we have here in the accessibility settings back again, additional accessibility, the option called the hearing aid compatible devices. So here we have to tap on hearing over here, and now if we scroll a bit down we can see hearing devices. If we tap that, we can tap pair new device. Now our Bluetooth AI is turned on. We can pair our Bluetooth devices through this menu. Of course, these are hearing aids, so it will make our life easier. Now we can go back again, and apart from this hearing, we do have the color correction on our Xiaomi phone. At first, we need to tap Vision back again and scroll down to the display. Here we have, as you can see, color correction. We can tap Use Color Correction, and now we do see different colors instead. I mean, then these colors that should be correct, and here, as you can see, we have names. For example, Twitter anomaly, red week, proton anomaly, and green week, dirt anomaly, or grayscale. We can disable that using just a simple tap. And here, as you can see, that now we are done. Apart from the color correction, we have high contrast text, which is in the experimental settings over here. If we tap it, as you can see, our text is more high contrasted. As you can see, the difference is here, and this big difference. You may not see this with the camera, but on the i2 phone, it just looks better. Apart from that, maybe not actually the accessibility settings, but we can enable the dark mode in our phone. Not white mode as always. We can enable the dark mode. So let's go to the main menu of the settings, and now go back here so that we can see this main menu. Now we have to scroll down till we see this white brightness and tap dark mode over here. Now maybe it's not medically proved, but dark mode should make our eye less strain. And I'm saying that during the night it's better to view your screen when it's dark instead of when it's bright, because of the contrast that occurs when you see some bright things around the total darkness. I do recommend just the dark mode to use. Apart from that, we can enable the mono audio. To do so, scroll down to the additional settings back again, and here tap on the accessibility. Here now go to the hearing, and here tap on the mono audio. You can enable the mono audio by just tapping on this option. We can combine channels while enabling this option, so when we do have this stereo sound, spatial sound, etc. Here we do see and we do hear only the same sound from two channels at once. Apart from that, in this phone we have live caption, which is actually here, and you can tap that and tap enable the use live caption. Live caption detects speech on your device and automatically generates captions. We can tap OK, and as you might know, it uses AI. Here, as you can see, we have top languages, add our own language, caption preferences. We can here, as you can see, adjust this option to our own needs, and for example, we can enter some YouTube. As you can see, I don't have YouTube installed on my phone, so we'll skip that process. But it works without any problems on every single Xiaomi phone, like for example here on the 15T and 15 Pro. Apart from that, here on this phone we do have the auto description. So go back here when you do see your accessibility, and here you can now go to the vision. Here, if we scroll down, we can see audio description. Tap that. Here, a description of what's happening on the screen in supported movies and shows. I think that this option is a game changer for some of us, because, for example, in some podcasts or when you do have some vision disabilities, it's very super useful to hear what you will see, what is actually generated by AI, so which is super cool, rather than just think. Pardon me. And as final tip from me to you is the switch access. To go to the switch access, we have to scroll here and tap on the physical in the accessibility. Here, as you can see, we have switch access. We have to tap it, and as you can see now, we can enable the switch access. Danger. Accessibility is a highly sensitive permission. If you grant this permission, your private information will be leaked and your property may be at risk. We can actually skip that because this is our own, this is the system accessibility application, so we can tap and click OK and choose a switch type: USB switch, Bluetooth switch, or camera switch. Use facial registration switches or Bluetooth switch or USB switch. Tap next and just do some permissions for you. This should be super useful for you when you do have some physical disability. And actually that's it for this video. If you guys found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like under this video. It's very important to us to have your feedback. And as I said, that's it. Hope it helps you, and goodbye. If you have some drawbacks to my video or any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. And as I said, don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel and maybe comment or maybe share. It's up to you. Goodbye!